Alright, guys, so yeah, I know I haven't talked about anything that's come out of the Comic-Con news, save for LEGO Dimensions and Back to the Future comics. I was kind of away for a little bit, for private matters, so I know I've dropped the ball here. Shut up. I'm going to be going through the list of a few major things that have really kicked up. One thing I know, Sardonyx, they kind of revealed what Sardonyx from Steven Universe and what her characteristics are and they're kind of like. I want to save that and give my full thoughts on it when the episodes finally premiere Monday. So when we finally see her, although I will say this, to whoever had that theory of Sardonyx having the characteristics of a certain Autobot that is big and breathes fire, you win. You win. To whoever thought who that was, apparently you hit the nail on the head. So I'm gonna give. Hang on, I'm gonna look through Xavion Kenobi. Xavion Kenobi, I hope I'm saying that name right. You apparently hit the nail on the head of what Sardonyx is in Steven Universe. So, yeah, apparently you hit the nail on the head of what she looks like and what she's going to be in terms of characteristics. So, if you're watching this, congratulations. Anyway, but we're not here to talk about Steven Universe, even though I've talked about it for nearly 2 minutes. We're here to talk about Doctor Who! Yesterday the premiere of the Series 9 trailer came out, and we got the premiere date September 21st. Or is it I want to say 21st. But yeah, it's definitely September. That's about 2 months away, guys. I was like, wow, I was thinking fall. I was thinking like late fall, like I was thinking October that, Doctor Who was coming up, but nope, September, so I was like, shit, that's 2 months away, awesome! This is amazing! Anyway, so, yeah, a lot to talk about in here in just a minute and a half trailer. It does look like we are getting the Master back, aka Missy, along with Jenna Coleman coming back as Clara. And I guess this is Clara's last season because, yeah, it looks like it's going to be more of a focus between the Doctor and the Master being together. And that kind of reminds me of, like, I talked about this before when news was kind of talked about earlier in the year. I talked about how that kind of reminds me of, the Doctor and Romana, and maybe it'll be like an evil version of that. But we got so much in here. We got eyeless ghosts, we got two-faced Asian aliens, I guess? There's so much in here that was so hard to talk about. I'm really interested to see how these episodes are going to go, because first and foremost, we are getting 2-part episodes again. We haven't had that since, Series 6? And I think Moffat, after 2 seasons, was like, yeah, maybe we need to have 2-parters again. Maybe I was wrong on having, on not doing 2-parters as we should have. I mean, yeah, there was a 2-parter finale, but really, we technically speaking, we really had 2 full seasons, just one and dones, and I really feel like episodes like Nightmare in Silver would have, the Neil Gaiman Cyberman story would have done a lot better, because even though Neil Gaiman's a great writer, I don't think that would, he didn't get to do what he really wanted to do in that one, but yeah. I do know that Peter Harness, the guy who wrote Kill the Moon, I hate that episode, is coming back to do a 2-part Zygon story involving UNIT. And everything they've talked about with that 2-parter, it sounds so much like a John Pertwee episode, and I was like, I'm going to give you benefit of the doubt here, Harness. I'm really hoping a 2-parter can make things right. So yeah, I'm really excited for the 2-part Zygon story. I'm really interested, because I think they got Jamie Matheson back, and he knocked it out of the park with the 2 episodes he did with Mummy on the Orient Express and Flatline. Those were probably the 2 best episodes of Series 8, because he just knocked them out of the park. But yeah, from what we see in here, we see a lot of new monsters. Of course, we get the Daleks. It's kind of predictable we do get the Daleks once more, because as we all know, BBC has to use them once a season or they'll lose the rights. So hopefully this time around, maybe we can get the Daleks later on, and hopefully it'll be. I liked Into the Dalek. I really that's finally. It was really a really good episode because we actually got to see the one thing the Daleks are meant to do: kill people. They haven't killed anyone since Series 5, and that was about 3 people. So I'm really hoping the next Dalek episode will be really good, building more on what Into the Dalek was. But now we also have, what's her name? I cannot remember her name, but the actress who plays Arya Stark. She's in here, and we see her at the end of the episode, at the end of the trailer, and she's like, "What took you so long?" And the Doctor said, "What are you?" And he's like, "It's you." And I wait, hold up, I can't do this. And my jaw kind of dropped because I was like, oh, I thought she was just going to be a one-and-done character. It looks like she's going to be vital to the show. So who is she? Who the hell is she playing? For all we know, she could be Arya. This is secretly a Doctor Who Game of Thrones crossover that we always wanted. Yay, fanfiction. But no, seriously, who is she? Oh, God. She could be a number of things. I'm betting she's got to be a Time Lord. She's got to be another Time Lord because we are bringing them back. We are bringing them back. We are bringing the Time Lords back more. It looks like that because I think we saw a little bit of a city of from Gallifrey, and I think we saw a Time Lord in there, and we're getting more Time Lord stuff. And I'm really hoping what this series will be, this season at least, will be the search for Gallifrey. We're finally going to go find where the hell Gallifrey's been. So really interested to see that, and I'm thinking she's got to be a Time Lord. She's got. I could be completely wrong. I mean, she could be any number of people, but I'm thinking she's either got to be the Rani, Romana, or Susan, because they've actually. I'm betting on the 3 out of these 3. If I'm right, I'm banking on Susan because there's been a lot of talk about Susan this season. There's been just a lot of talk about Susan this season, and I'm really curious if they'll go with that because Capaldi's talked about it, Moffat's talked about her. I would not be surprised if they do go with Susan and, have her say that, oh, she regenerated. I mean, granted, that would totally fly in the face of everything, everything Big Finish has done with the character of Susan and what Carol Ann Ferris did in a few stories with with Paul McGann's Doctor. There's a really good one called The Earthly Child, The Unearthly Child, and it's a really good story involving Paul McGann's Doctor meeting Susan again, who's now a mother of her own. And yeah, it's really interesting. It's a really interesting story. The Doctor takes a pickaxe to the TARDIS in it. But yeah, if that's true, then that kind of flies in the face of everything right there. But again, she could be I fully acknowledge that she could be a number of things. Really, she could be the Rani. She could be Romana. Hell, she could be. She could just be the Doctor in another incarnation. That's a scary thought, or whatever. But yeah, the big thing is, how long is she going to stay around the show? Because she is part of another major show. I hate to burst the bubble here, but I don't think she could stay. Anyway, so I'm really, really, absolutely excited for Series 9. I think this might also be Moffat's last season, and I'm thinking, yeah, you need to go. Let's get Jamie Matheson in here. After those 2 episodes, I'm kind of like, if they were to get another showrunner, I would have to say Jamie Matheson, or Toby Whitehouse, or who was another one? Chris Chibnall. But then again, I think Chris Chibnall's still busy with Broadchurch. But I think, yeah, so that might be out of the park, but if I was to pick any, I would go, yeah, get Matheson. Anyway, so you guys tell me, what do you guys think of all the news coming out for Doctor Who Series 9? Are you guys excited? What do you think? What's the Marisha? It's Marisha something. I can't remember. But yeah, the actress who plays Arya. What do you think of her coming into the show, and who do you think she'll really be? What do you think of the Zygons finally returning since the 50th anniversary? They're making like an official episode appearance, and I'm like, I really hope this doesn't suck, Peter Harness, because you really put me on bad terms with Kill the Moon. Anyway, so hopefully with a two-parter, maybe you'll get to tell a better story. And I don't want to judge him by just one story. I mean, Stephen Thompson and Stephen Moffat got together and made Time Heist, and that was actually a really fun episode. Anyway, so once again, hope you all enjoyed this, and you guys tell me what do you think of all this news coming out for Doctor Who Series 9, and yes, I will be doing episode reviews for Series 9, so stay tuned for those. Anyway, once again, hope you all enjoyed this, and I'm out.